Boys and girls, students of Buddhist Sunday School, parents and teachers of Buddhist Sunday School and moral lessons. A very good evening to all of you. May you all be well and peaceful. For this lesson, we are going to tell you a Jataka story with a very good moral lesson. And the title of the Jataka story is The Bull, Nandi, Vishala. It is from the Jataka stories. So let us look at the PowerPoint and you can follow the story much more easily. Now, this story concerns a bull and we are going to see the pictures. Now I shall read the story and explain to you of the Jataka story. A Brahman once received the gift of a bull calf, whom he named Nandi Vishala. Now a Brahman is a Hindu belonging to the highest caste in India. And he once received a gift of a baby bull, a male one. And he called this bull Nandi Vishala. And you can see the picture. He loves the baby bull very much and he takes good care of the bull. As I've said just now, he looked after it well and it grew into a fine, sturdy bull, which means he was well fed, looked after well, and he became very strong. So this bull, very intelligent, was thinking, the kind Brahman has brought me up with loving care, as if I were his own son. I must repay him for all his trouble. So the bull was quite grateful to this Brahman, right? And he was thinking how he would pay him back for all the care and trouble. And one day, the bull started to speak to the Brahman. Go to a rich merchant. Tell him that your bull can draw 100 loaded carts. Make a bet on that for 1,000 pieces of gold. Now, so this is a story where the animal could talk. So, this bull asked the Brahman to go and search out a rich merchant. A merchant is Saudagala that trades in business. And to tell him that he owned a bull that can pull 100 loaded carts. So strong, And the bull asked him to bet for 1,000 pieces of gold. A bet is like a gambler, which means that he would tell the merchant that if his bull could draw the 100 loaded carts, then he would win 1,000 pieces of gold. If cannot, then he would have to pay the merchant. It's some sort of a gamble, betting. Like, people bet during the World Cup. But it is not encouraged for you people because it can make you greedy. And then if you lose, the along can come after you. So anyway, this is just a story. So the Brahman could not believe his ears. Am I dreaming or have I gone mad? I heard my bull talking. But the bull said, you are not dreaming, master. Do as I say. It will bring you good fortune. That's what the bull told the Brahman. Then the Brahman asked the bull, are you sure I'll win such a bet? And the bull replied, of course, or I wouldn't have suggested it. So the Brahman went to a rich merchant, as you can see in the picture. This very rich merchant takes bets. Sir, whose bull do you think is the strongest in this town? He asked this merchant, this very rich merchant. That is the picture of a bull. There are many strong bulls in this town, but mine are the strongest. That's what the merchant said. Well, the Brahman said, I have a bull who can pull 100 loaded carts. Can yours do better than that? The merchant laughed. You must be joking. 开玩笑, I mean. I'm not. Of course, the merchant could not believe there would be a bull that could pull 100 carts filled with things, with barang. So you must be joking. No, it's impossible. No bull can draw 100 loaded carts. I'm willing to make a wager on that. A wager means a bet. A bet. He said, not possible. No bull can ever draw 100 carts filled with things. How can you get such a strong bull? So you want to bet? Okay. So this Brahman said, okay, the stake shall be 1,000 pieces of gold. And the merchant said, agreed. So what the Brahman told the merchant was this: if my bull can pull 100 loaded carts, then you have to give me 1,000 pieces of gold. Those days they use gold. If cannot, then I'll give you the 1,000 pieces. So this merchant said, agreed. So the bet was on. On the appointed day, the chosen day, the Brahman was ready with 100 carts loaded with sand, gravel, and stones. Now, gravel will be just a collection of loose stones, small stones, maybe some salt there, fine stones, all pounded already, gravel and stones. So you can see the picture here. These wagons are all loaded with heavy things, sand, gravel, and stones, 100 of them. And the race will start. 1,000 pieces of gold will soon be mine. Add to that the 1,000 I've saved over the past few years, and I'll have 2,000 pieces of gold. So the Brahman was thinking like this. He was getting a bit greedy, isn't it? So he was so confident he would win the 1,000 pieces of gold in the bet, and then his own savings of 1,000. So the winnings plus his own savings total 2,000 pieces of gold. So then you know what he said? With that money, I'll buy many more bulls and make many more wages, or maybe more bets, till I become the richest man in town. Everyone will have to bow to my wishes. Well, he was becoming very arrogant, proud, egoistic, thinking, imagining, wow, you become very, very rich. So he got ready, the bull, hanging a garland around Nandi Vishala's neck. He yoked him to the first cart. What this means is he put a garland of flowers around the neck of Nandi Vishala, the bull, and then tie it to this part called the yoke, connected to the first cart, and then the first cart connected to the second. So if the bull were to pull, then he will drag all the carts along. He was yoked to the first cart. So then you have these thoughts. made the Brahman very arrogant. Just now I told you, right? He was getting really greedy and became very, very proud, fantasizing, imagining that he will become the richest man. And he was not like before, his usual self. And then when the race was about to start, he spoke very, very harsh words to the bull. Come on, you rascal. Pull. Be quick, you rascal. Oh, he scolded the bull. Rascal means, in this case, the animal, one that misbehaves, a bad character, not nice one, doesn't follow orders. So he scolds with these words. And perhaps he also beat with the whip or poke with the stick to make the bull drag all the wagons in it. And you could see this picture here also. The bull was shocked by his beloved master's words and behavior. So the bull heard the scolding and the harsh words from the Brahman. He was quite shocked. The master normally would not behave like this. Now he's so terrible. And he calls me a rascal. I'm not the rascal he calls too. I won't move. So the bull was hurt, insulted that he was called a rascal, useless fella, misbehaving one. So then he did not move. So the Brahman became frantic. Frantic means very, very frightened, fearful, right? Anxious. You see, the bull would not pull and he would lose his gold, 1,000 pieces. What's wrong with Nandi, Vishala? Why does he why does he ignore my orders? In other words, he was wondering why the bull did not follow his orders to move and to drag all the wagons. Wow, the merchant who was the one that was betting with him was jubilant, was joyful and very happy. He said, see, I told you already, your bull could not really drag the wagon. Ha ha, come on, sir. You have lost 1,000 gold pieces. So he believed he had won the race because the bull, Nanda Vashali, did not move. So what happens now? The Brahman had to go home and bring the gold he had kept hidden at home. 1,000 pieces of gold. All my life saving gone. And he handed the gold pieces to the merchant. And unyoking Nandi, Vishala, he sadly walked away. So he took off the yoke from the bull's neck and then sadly walked with the bull back to the home. And you could see this cartoon, he was crying, very sad. He had lost 1,000 pieces of gold. Later, he went to sleep. Then the bull came into his room. Are you asleep, sir? And this Brahman said, how can I sleep when I've lost all my savings? I should never have listened to you. Then the bull told him, why did you call me a rascal? Have I ever broken a pot or gone anyone? Or God means to use the horns to butt at another person and to kill another person using the horn. He said, I never harm anybody. I never broke a pot. I never did anything wrong. Do you see me doing all these wrong things? Then the Brahman said, no, never, my child. Nandi Vashala immediately felt sorry for the Brahman, right? So he was compassionate and he felt pity for the Brahman that had lost 1,000 pieces of gold. And he told the Brahman, all is not yet lost. Go and make the wager again. Let the stake be 2,000 pieces of gold this time. Only remember, don't ever call me a rascal again. Never use harsh words, bad words on me. So the bull told him, don't worry, you could win the gold bag. Go and make the bet again with the merchant, and this time bet for 2,000 pieces of gold. But remember, you must not use harsh words or cruel action or bad words on me. So the Brahman, believing the bull, went to the merchant and offered to make the same bet as before. So this merchant was thinking, the man seems to be a fool. You are not content with losing 1,000 pieces of gold. Now you want to bet again. And the Brahman so confidently said, I am so certain of winning that I'm willing to bet 2,000 this time. 2,000 pieces of gold. 2,000. All right, I accept. So the merchant thought he could win more gold pieces, isn't it? So when the loaded carts and the bull were ready for the bet, right? So as usual, so the bull was yoked in front and the Brahman was seated there. Then this time he used very nice words. Now then, my fine fellow, pull the carts along. You are a wonderful bull. You are very good. Can you please help me by pulling the carts along? So he used very, very sweet, gentle, kind words. And when the bull heard this, with just a single tug, just one pull, Nandi, Vishala, pull the carts all along, right? So of course, modern days, like in India, you can see just one cow pulling just a bullock cart lah. But this one was long time ago, a story. So you see, this Brahman was so happy. He shed tears of joy. And then he managed to pull, the bull managed to pull all the carts till the last one stood where the first had been, right? Which means he was successful. And this merchant, wow, was shocked. I say, amazing, unbelievable, surprise, really, really fantastic. He couldn't believe it. So he had lost the bet already. So what he had to do? So he had to bring out the 2,000 pieces of gold to hand to the Brahman. You deserve every one of these gold pieces. So the Brahman got 2,000, all right? So he had gained 1,000 net. So the Brahman took the 2,000 pieces of gold and he went home very happy. He was richer already. And then he was wiser. He knew that he had to speak kind words, good action, right? Be compassionate. So he learned a very important moral lesson. Now you can see these cartoon pictures. You have three characters here. So of course the bull was very, very happy also that he had helped the master, and the master of course was very, very happy And the one that was sad was the merchant. And the merchant lost the money, rather lost the pieces of gold. So that is the end of this story about the bull. And we can reflect on the moral lessons that you can learn, boys and girls. First point is, we must be kind and compassionate to all living beings, right? We must help the ones that are suffering, the ones that are in need, compassionate, 慈悲啦. And not only to animals, to all types of living beings, human beings, right? All types of animals, big animals, small animals, insects, and so on. So this is a good action, to be kind and compassionate. We must not cause other beings to suffer in pain and misery. Like just now you saw the story, right? He caused the bull to be hurt by scolding him, using harsh words, and probably also hitting him with a stick or poking him to make him move. So this is not good. We must not make other human beings or animals suffer in pain and sorrow. And the third point we have to bear in mind is we must always speak the truth and speak gently. Don't shout using harsh words. Speak very gently and also with kindness. Right? So when people hear you speak so gently and kindly, wow, they feel happy. The hearts are joyful and they like you. We must be grateful to all who have helped or served us. As the bull was grateful, he wanted to help the master, isn't it? Right? So gratitude is very important. Can't earn. So we must be always grateful to all people who have helped us in one way or other. Of course, your parents, your grandparents, your uncles, aunties, your teachers, elders, and all friends who have helped you. So you have to show gratitude. And this is a very important Dharma point. When you have good thoughts, right? Like helpfulness, dana, compassion, kindness. When you have good thoughts and you speak good words, you speak words of kindness, of gentleness, of compassion, of metta. And also, when you do things that are good, right? Helping people, be generous, right? Be kind, serving others. Then you know good things will come to you sooner or later. It is the law of karma, what we call good begets good and bad begets bad. So this is the end of the story, and we have told you the moral lessons that you can learn and apply in your daily life. So boys and girls, students of Buddhist Sunday School, may you all be well, peaceful, and may you always learn the Dharma to become very good people. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.